A warm welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of Saints news to bring to you today. There's so much happened. I thought I'd put a video together and cover all the news. We'll react to Adam Lallana and his retirement in a big part of this video. We'll also touch upon the staffing changes in the first team staff because there's been some changes today. Will Steele has announced his backroom staff, and we'll also get all your reaction in the comments box below. So give me all your reaction. I've got some cool shows coming up for you in the next couple of weeks, and there's going to be some live streaming as well here on YouTube if you're tuning in on YouTube. If you're listening on download, make sure you do check us out on YouTube as well at @footballmartin_ across all the major platforms. I will put all the announcements of all the live shows that I'm going to be doing, but the first one will be tomorrow lunchtime at midday, just after I'm going to be reacting to all the fixtures because it's fixture release day this Thursday for the Championship, and I will be live on YouTube from just after midday. Going to react to everything in the fixtures, and we'll look right the way across the Championship, which I'm really looking forward to next season. I'm kind of getting ready for it now. I've kind of got my head in that space of the Championship next season. Adam Lallana, he today announced that he is retiring after 19 years in which he represented Saints, Liverpool, Brighton, and he went on to play for England as well. What a massive achievement that is for any young player to go and play for England, earning both the Champions League, Premier League medals along the way. We'll have a little look at everything that Adam Lallana won during his time at Liverpool. And it was at St Mary's where he started his career, and that's where he's also finished his career. And I don't think it finished in the way he would have liked. And he didn't play a lot of football last season. Saints relegated, but he did play 283 games for the club. It's a lot. He scored 60 goals as well. Didn't realise that he scored so many goals for Saints. Lallana came to Saints as a 12-year-old boy, and he moved through the academy. It was quite incredible because he did make his debut at 18 years old, 2006. That makes me feel a little bit old, I have to be honest. But it just shows that for any young player tuning in, if you've got talent and you've got work ethic and you really, really focus on it, you just never know what could happen. And look at Lallana and look what he's gone on to achieve. Quite incredible. Just stay focused. If you're a young footballer tuning in, dreams do come true. There's no doubt about that. He went on to become the club's captain as well. I was quite shocked, actually, when he did become the captain. Did magical work in League One, those seasons there. The Championship, Ricky Lambert, him were brilliant. Morgan Schneiderlin, brilliant players, and Luke Shaw come through. And then we well established ourselves as a Premier League club, and a lot to be learnt from Nicola Cortese and the ownership at that time and the way they've re-established ourselves in the Premier League. But the big thing was that we had the likes of Lallana and Luke Shaw coming through the academy, and the academy was really functioning at that time. And Lallana was, if you look back over the last 20 years, he's probably one of the best players to come out of that academy. Look at him and Gareth Bale. They both went on to win Champions Leagues. Now that's the biggest trophy that you can win as a club player. I think he's had a magical career. We'll break it all down and look at it all. He had a brilliant time at Liverpool, played under one of the best managers that the league's seen, but he did become the captain at Southampton before that move to Liverpool. It was quite a shock at the time. Nigel Atkins gave him the armband, didn't he? Come as a big surprise to everybody at the time. Fonte had captained the side, and some people thought it could potentially be Ricky Lambert. Lambert dropped for that first Premier League game on that return, and Lallana walked out wearing the armband at the Etihad when we took on Man City in that first game back in the Premier League, where he was really good on the day. I thought he was really good in that first season back in the Premier League. He took to it so well, and you knew that clubs would come knocking in. And the minute you start getting England call-ups, you know that there's definitely going to be an England call just around the corner. But his career, let's have a little bit more of a look at it. He had a really memorable campaign in 2019-20. It was the COVID year, but Liverpool went on and won the Premier League. They also won the Super Cup, the FIFA World Cup. Got that Premier League medal, didn't he? Which is a big thing for any player. And then he also went on to, they got 99 points that season. They won the league, didn't they? So I was looking at the stats earlier, quite incredible. 99 points they got. He featured 15 times in that season. He suffered with injuries, didn't he, throughout his career. But the Liverpool website was saying his big highlight was the equaliser at Old Trafford during that season. where he scored that goal there. It was a big moment for Liverpool. And then as a Champions League winner as well. They obviously got beaten by Real Madrid in the first final that he was involved in. I think he was on the bench the year later when they lifted the trophy with that 2-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur. And here is a picture of him with the Champions League trophy. And then he headed back south, didn't he? Come back to the South Coast and played at Brighton and Hove Albion. He played a lot of games there, played more than I thought as well. Played 104 times for Brighton and Hove Albion, scored just the 4 times, and he departed there in 2024, but before returning to Southampton, where he had a mixed bag last season, didn't play a lot of football, did he? But here are all his titles and some of his accolades. The EFL trophy with Southampton, big moment for the club. Marcus Lieber, him, Ricky Lambert, all these people that I remember so well. And then you've got the Club World Cup that he went on to win, Premier League title, Champions League title, the Super Cup, and he was voted the England Player of the Year in 2016. And what an achievement that was. England Player in 2016. It's a big thing to win. And he went on to represent England and become a real regular for Gareth Southgate for a period of time. So I think he done well at Lallana in what he went on to win. And a lot of people didn't like the way he left. I know it wasn't great the way he left Southampton, but there is, you have to say that he's gone on. Every player wants to play at the top level, at the very top level, and you want to go on and win trophies, and that is what Adam Lallana has done. And congratulations, Adam, on an incredible career. I'm sure you won't tune in, but absolute massive congratulations. Here are some more of Adam Lallana's career in numbers now. So appearances, he had 305 in total in the Premier League. He scored 33 times, 35 assists, and he got that title that we just spoke about in 2019-20. For all clubs in all competitions, Adam Lallana played 521 games and he scored 86 goals. What a career he had. Get involved in the comments box below. Give me all your thoughts, all your reactions to Adam Lallana's career. I think we all knew that he was going to go on and retire. I don't think there was any doubt about that. We all knew that he was going to retire, and it was probably his last year. Would have loved to have seen him play a game or two at the end, but obviously his body was probably at that stage where he just suffered with a lot of injuries. It was just probably just starting to really feel it. So Adam Lallana's retired, but there has been an announcement on the back of that retirement around the staff changes. We'll come on to that very shortly. Another player that will be leaving the football club, will he be leaving us totally, because Lallana's not going to leave totally. He's still going to be around. But the news today is that Kyle Walker-Peters, after 5 years at the football club, over 200 appearances, will leave. His contract expires at the end of the month. We all knew that he was going to go, but Kyle Walker-Peters is leaving Southampton Football Club. There's a lot of talk that he's going to end up at Fulham. Wish him all the best. One of the best right-backs that we've had in many, many years. A brilliant, brilliant player. There's no doubt about that. Two great professionals in both Adam Lallana and also Kyle Walker-Peters. And the club did go on to announce that Adam Lallana will be staying at the football club and he will be working with Will Steele in his backroom staff for next season. So the press release that went out this morning went on to say that Southampton Football Club pleased to confirm a new look backroom staff ready for the pre-season programme. Will Steele will be joined by Paul Trollope as his assistant manager. This is a story that's got leaked many, many weeks ago. We all knew that he was coming in. He's 53 years old, has a wealth of experience. He's played over 500 games in his career, spells at Torquay, Derby, Fulham and Northampton, as well as 9 caps for Wales between 1997 and 2003. Trollope spent 5 years managing Bristol Rovers, and he also went on to win promotion to League One, reached the EFL Trophy final and led Rovers to their first FA Cup quarter-final in 50 years, said the club's website. He's held coaching roles right the way across England as well. He's been with Birmingham, Norwich, Cardiff, and he later managed Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and most recently Luton Town, where he assisted Rob Edwards. So yeah, he's had many roles working in coaching staff, like I said, Birmingham, Norwich, Cardiff, and Brighton, Nottingham Forest. A lot of clubs that he's coached at. Like I say, last job that he had was with Rob Edwards at Luton Town. He was a part of that playoff campaign and also that Premier League relegation. He also worked, actually, they went on to say that he worked with Wales when they reached the Euro 2016 semi-finals. Wealth of experience to come in and work with Will Steele. Probably a really good combination. I'm sure he wouldn't have been brought in without Will Steele say so, but he'll become a key member of the staff, knows the division, has that experience of what it takes for promotion, the amount of games. He brings some really, really good knowledge. I think it's a really good appointment. Freshens up the staff as well, doesn't it? Adam Lallana, who we said a minute ago, announced that he was retiring. He's going to become a part of the first team coaching squad alongside Carl Martin, who's been at the club for many years now. They're going to stay involved with the first team. Brand new goalkeeping coach is coming in. Ruben Martinez has joined as goalkeeper coach. He's 48 years old. I don't know loads about him. I have worked in the goalkeeping industry, so I have asked a few of my contacts. Not loads of people know loads about him. Played in Barcelona's B team, from what I can see. He's had some coaching roles in England at Brighton and Watford. Most recently, he has been working at Reims with Will Steele. So Will Steele has obviously brought him in because he obviously knows that he is a top goalkeeping coach. Also was involved with the Spanish... he's involved with the Spanish national side when they reached the final of the 2023 European Under-21 Championships, and also a part of that winning the gold medal at the Paris Olympics as well in 24. And so new staff coming in. There's also going to be some people going out the door. Simon Rusk has left. I'm not surprised actually that Rusk is gone. Simon Rusk is left. The club thanked him for everything that he did last season. I thought it's always going to be difficult for him to stay around. I think he'd probably want to go on and manage somewhere now. So best wishes to him wherever he goes. His football bored me at the end of last season. Absolutely bored me. He's never going to break through and become a first team manager at Southampton. No doubt about that. Goalkeeping coach Dean Thornton is obviously going to leave because we brought in a new goalkeeping coach. Be interesting to see where he ends up. And also first team tactics and insight analyst Ben Parker has left the football club as well. So loads of change in the backroom staff, and that always happens at football clubs, doesn't it, when you have a new manager come in. And the other bit of news today to bring you is that the club have announced a new beer partner, Ashid, I think it's called. I don't know the pronunciation on it. I don't know anything about them. They're going to replace Kingfisher. A lot of people don't like the Kingfisher. So a new beer partner at the football club for next season. Doesn't affect me because I don't really go to football to drink alcohol. No interest in drinking at football games whatsoever. I may be boring, but it's not my thing. Each to your own. Right, to wrap up today's show, I'm going to dig a bit deeper into this in the transfer show that I do over the weekend. Southampton apparently rumoured to be keen to sell Adam Armstrong, 28 years old. His contract runs to 2027, and it was reported by Alfie House. He did a podcast with Adam Blackmore, and he did say that the club would be willing to let Adam Armstrong go. Give me all your thoughts in reaction to that in the comments box below. It's probably time for him to move on. I think we'd all agree his time is probably coming to an end, though I did see a little bit of uproar on some social media platforms about him going. He scored a lot of goals, 24 goals in the Championship last time round. Paul Onuachu's very frustrated, apparently. His move to Trabzonspor is not yet completed. It was supposed to be done a few days ago, but the clubs are back in negotiations. Apparently, Trabzonspor still owe Southampton for the Mislav Orsic deal. They still owe them a chunk of money for that, and that's probably why it's been held up. Give me all your reaction to the Adam Armstrong one for sure, because that is a really big talking point, I think. And another story that I saw, I just wanted to touch upon it before I finish up. Jack Rosso, I didn't realise he's a Saints fan until Glenda LaCour said on Total Saints podcast the other night. Jack Rosso went on to say that Southampton are under no pressure to generate funds through major player sales this summer and would be open to letting Aaron Ramsdale go out on loan. Interesting one. That could be very good Could you see him getting loaned out, then coming back if we got promoted? I think it's an interesting one. I personally don't see him going off, being loaned, coming back and getting relegated again, say we did. I just don't see it. I see that he'll move on. A loan, I think they're trying to say that we're not desperate for money, so we're not going to be lowballed. I think is probably the message in this. Right. Hope you've enjoyed the show. It's been a pleasure to be here. On the screen right now, up in the top corner there's a little barcode. The Football Content Creator of the Year nominations are open. If you wouldn't mind voting for me, that would be absolutely insane. In the show notes below, I've dropped all the details that you will need if you would like to nominate me. So if you wouldn't mind, that would be absolutely incredible. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Like the video, share it if you've enjoyed the content. I'll be back live tomorrow, just after midday, with the Championship fixtures for the new season.